See you later. Hola, bienvenidos, chicos. I am live from Puebla, Mexico, in a hostel Casa de Arcos, and it was quiet, but now there's someone building some shelving units. So that's part of traveling. That's part of living in hostels. So yeah, if you're just joining the live stream, give me a hello here in the comments. And for those of you that are watching the replay, I'm not gonna dick around too much. Like a lot of these videos you tune into, and you want to get information now. How do I make money? How do I make money and travel the world? I don't want to hear your life story, you stupid YouTuber. Just tell me how to make the money. Okay, I know I'm taking you away from your TikTok time, but I've got a lot of information for you. If you want to learn how to make money while traveling full time. Most likely, if this subject interests you, you probably work at some job that sucks your soul. You feel like one of the Egyptians coming, or one of the Jews coming back home after the Egyptians have been whipping you all day long, building the pyramid. And you're like, if I could work online, I could go to Thailand. I could get out of this cursed land. Right? Okay. So I've been self-employed for over a decade. Over 10 years. Wow. Probably longer, more like 14 or 15 years. I'm kind of old. And this is what motivated me to become self-employed. I hate working. I don't like swinging hammers. I don't like washing dishes. I don't like wearing a little suit and going into an office and kissing someone's ass. I like having a purpose. I like having things to do, but every job I was ever in, I was always miserable. I would start off really excited, and then my misery would end up getting me fired because I wouldn't be motivated. 1 second. I'm just going to tell someone I'm live streaming. I'll be back in 5 seconds. Okay, that's part of working in hostels. We're back. Yeah, so I hated working for people. I just always ended up being depressed. And I've done everything. I've worked in factories. I've been a busboy. I've worked in the back and the front of restaurants. I've been a salesman. I worked in a record store. I worked in a lumber yard. I worked as a home audio video installation guy. I put like big screen TVs in people's houses. And every couple of years, I would quit or get fired because I hated it. And then one day, someone read something that I wrote, and they laughed, and they said, "Wow, Tony, you're an amazing writer. You should be a writer." And I never really thought about doing it for a living, but here I am, and writing words has taken me around the world, all over the world, 23 countries now. And I've done it all with writing on the internet. And so that's what I do, but I want to give you guys a whole bunch of ideas on how you can make really easy money and travel the world and never have to worry about going home to make money. Because that's what most people do, right? Like you go travel and you're like, I wish I could stay here forever on this vacation, but then your bank account's going do 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 do, and then eventually you have to go home. Maybe you only have 2 weeks off, but you have to go back and start making money and saving again. If you're self-employed, you can go home and start your company up again. But if you're not, you probably only have a maximum of 2 weeks off, and then it's back to the grind. I don't like that lifestyle. I think that's like a horrible way to live, to just have 2 weeks off, 2 weeks of freedom. What are you going to do in these 2 weeks? Are you going to go to the beach? Most people go and drink their faces off in a resort, get fat, and go home with a liver disease. Not my idea of fun. So, hey, Thomas, yeah, good to see you too. Yeah, I'm going to help you guys out and figure out how to make money and travel full time. If you guys are making money online already, let me know in the comments and we'll talk about that. Okay, so here's the first thing. I'm going to get right into it now. What do you need to make money and travel? You need the right mindset, because most people have really terrible mindsets. They don't believe in themselves, and they don't want it bad enough. They think, oh, it would be nice, but most people are just complacent. They're willing to be working for this guy, like this is your boss. Every day you come in your work, and your boss says, hey, Greg, you missed the spot last night. You didn't get that paper in on time. Could you do a better job today? You're like, yes, sir. Right? No. You say, enough is enough. I am going to do this on my own. I am going to make my own money. I'm going to be all that I can be. Right? Personally, I'd had enough. I was working as a busboy cleaning tables in my 30s. And this guy, my boss, I wanted some time off to go teach somebody something. I actually used to be a dating coach. Yeah, I flew all over the world teaching men how to meet women. I'm not even joking. That's what I did until I got bored of it. But anyway, I had my first contract, and it was in Montreal, and the client wanted me to fly to Montreal. He was going to pay me $600 to go there for 2 days and teach him how to approach women at the mall. And so I asked my boss, I was cleaning tables, hey, can I have a few days off to go to Montreal? And she said, no, Tony, actually, we really need you to clean these tables. Nobody else can clean tables as good as you can. And so I quit. You're not going to give me time off. I'm getting paid $600. I could stay in maybe this live stream won't be possible. So I started teaching, and sorry about that. That's Mexican internet. So anyway, I started teaching, and I was teaching basically for next to nothing, like $200, $300, helping guys who I met that wanted to learn how to meet women. And one of my friends who was an internet marketer, he knew me as a writer from these forums. And he said, Tony, you're giving away your writing all the time. You're always writing about girls. You're writing about dating. Why don't you do this professionally? And he made me a website, and he gave it to me. And he said, just start putting all of your articles on this website. And so I did. Every day I sat down, I got up at like 10 a.m. I was unemployed pretty much. And I'd write 500 words or 1,000 words, and I'd post it on my blog. And I wrote dating coach Montreal, dating coach Vancouver, dating coach Calgary, all these cities. And I had to put a story on there. And after a while, people started finding it through Google, and they started hiring me, and I started flying all around the world because I knew how to write. I loved writing, and I just kept writing these articles. A byproduct of that is, well, one, I learned how to be self-employed, and two, I learned how to write. I wrote over 2 million words on my website. And you can actually go see it if you want. If you just look up Vancouver Dating Coach, you'll probably find me. Right. So now I'm a freelance writer. I'm a copywriter. I got out of that job, and now people pay me to write. But I'm going to give you guys some ideas if you can't write. By the way, if you can write a high school essay, this is like the easiest way to make money in the world. It's the easiest way you could possibly make money is by writing on the internet. You go to if you've got a pen or you've got your notepad out, go to a website called Upwork.com. Upwork.com. Maybe you've heard of it, or Freelancer.com, or there's all these sites. They're called content mills, and basically, if you can write a high school essay, you can make $2,000 to $5,000 a month writing on the internet for other businesses. So go to those websites and check it out. So this is the mistake almost everybody makes. First, their mindset is wrong. They say, I don't understand this make money on the internet thing. It must be a scam. Oh, it must be about people scamming people. Is it about ripping people off? I hate those internet advertisements. Listen, especially since the pandemic, every single person in the world who has a business is now on the internet. If you sell pizzas, you have a website. If you're a dentist, you have a website. People book their dentist appointments online. They find their dentists on Instagram. If you upholster furniture, you have a website. If you're a teacher, you probably have a website explaining how you're a teacher, what you teach. And almost all these people who have websites don't know how to write. They also don't know how to edit videos. They don't know how to make thumbnails. They don't know how to make a jingle for their video, like a little song, like a song beat. They don't know how to do anything on the internet. And so a lot of people think if they want to make money on the internet, they have to come up with the next big invention. They have to learn how to program a supercomputer, right? They have to know how to build websites. They have to know all this stuff, and you don't. All you need to do is know one thing. You could be the writer who knows how to write Instagram headlines. And that's it. And you can go and learn that on a website like udemy.com. Udemy. I think it's UDUMY, or maybe it's UDEMY. Just look it up. But this is an online university where you can learn literally anything. Anything you want to learn is on udemy.com. I did have it right in front of me here. I'm going to look it up right now, and I'll give you an example of what's on udemy.com. Okay, so udemy.com. Let's see, if I go look at the top, we've got development. Okay, you've got web development, mobile development, programming, game development. If I go to business, I've got entrepreneurship, communication, management, sales. What's something really easy that even someone with no to design? No, how about business? Okay, entrepreneurship, business, entrepreneurship. What kind of classes do we have here? Entrepreneurship Blueprint, publishing a course as a book is $15. You can learn how to turn anything you know into an online course for $15. You can buy a course on udemy.com. Step-by-step guide to getting the business credit you need, $15. How to work from home as a virtual assistant. This is the easiest job in the world to get. A virtual assistant. What does a virtual assistant do? A virtual assistant does anything I want them to do. They can make phone calls. They can write emails. They can manage your social media. It's sort of like a jack of all trades. Just as an example of things you can do, okay, I've got a bunch of lists. I've got a list here of different jobs that you can do online. 39. I Googled this. 39 jobs you can do online. You can transcribe. If you know how to type, you can transcribe. Look it up on upwork.com and go into the search function and put in transcribe. You'll see 642 jobs where people need someone to transcribe their podcast or transcribe their YouTube video, right? Online proofreading. There's a million jobs for proofreading. Every single person who's written a blog post for their website might need someone to just look over it for spelling errors. You can make $20 an hour proofreading. There's so many writing jobs, it's actually impossible to list them all. You could become a tutor, an English teacher, a French teacher. If you know another language, there's a website called preply.com, preply.com. And you can go upload a short video of yourself saying, "Hi, I teach French." And you could get a job for starting maybe at $5 an hour at the beginning of your career and ending with like $50 an hour in a couple months. You never know. You could be a photographer and take your pictures. You could go around taking the most beautiful pictures and no one gives a shit about your pictures, but you put them onto a website like dreamstime.com and you can sell each one of those pictures for $1 or $2 or $3 a pop. And if 100 people buy your picture for $3, bam, you're making money. You could do drop shipping. Drop shipping is when you go and you buy something, say from China, you buy 100 widgets for $1 each, and you come back and you sell them on Amazon for $2.99 each, and you make $2, but you sell 1,000 of these things. That's there's lots of courses online. You can go on Udemy and look up drop shipping. You could be a video editor. So I'm a YouTuber, right? I edit my own videos. But there are literally thousands and thousands and thousands of YouTubers who don't want to edit their own videos. They just film it and then they upload their videos to Google Drive or Dropbox, and video editors edit them. And if you look again at like Upwork or freelancer.com, put in video editor, you will see hundreds and hundreds of jobs for video editors, graphic designers. Every YouTuber, for example, needs a little thumbnail. I make my own thumbnails. They kind of suck. If I hired someone to do my thumbnails, I would probably get more clicks on my videos. But there's people who make $100,000 a year making thumbnails for YouTubers and Instagram people. I'm not joking. Look it up. Look up thumbnails on Upwork.com. And you'll see what I mean. It's absolutely ridiculous how many jobs there are. Social media manager, right? Okay, so right now I'm writing a bunch of website copy for a company that gives testosterone booster shots to middle-aged men. So they're a testosterone replacement clinic. The guy wants an email list. He wants me to write his emails. He wants me to write his blog posts. He wants me to write his social media. He wants me to do his Facebook posts and his Instagram posts. And I don't really know how to do Instagram. I can write the stuff, but I don't want to be uploading this stuff. I don't want to be uploading the blog posts to WordPress. So I'm going to go myself onto Upwork and hire a social media manager. And that's someone whose job is to just take the copywriter's words and put them on the internet and hashtag them and put a little picture on there and edit the picture. And if they don't know how to edit the picture, guess what? They hire a graphic designer. Everybody's hiring each other. And someone who's traveling and they say, I don't know how to make, I'm running out of money. I wish I knew how to make money. As long as you can afford a laptop, and you don't need much money for a laptop, maybe a couple $100, you can get like a crappy one. It's good enough. You don't need a MacBook Pro. If you can get a laptop and you can spend $15 on a Udemy course and you pick something and you learn it, the next day you could have a profile up on one of these websites and you could literally be making money. You could be doing data entry. There are thousands of jobs for people who just know how to use Word, like an Excel program. I don't want to do my own data entry. Research. When I write an article about cats, I might be too tired and lazy to look up like how many species of cats can do double backflips. So I'll pay someone $20 an hour or more to go and do that for me. And it's just a cycle. And once you start meeting these people who do these jobs, you go into the communities, you go into the Facebook groups, digital nomad Facebook groups, or you just meet people in coffee shops, you'll realize that everyone is utilizing each other. It's like an orgiastic, disgusting orgiastic community where everybody uses each other. And so like the more people you meet, the more people you work with, the more work you're going to get. There's endless ways to make money. You could even sell your body online. You can start a OnlyFans. You can start an OnlyFans and show off your nipples and get money. You can go on Twitch. You can be a YouTuber, right? I make like $100 a month off my YouTube. I don't make a lot of money, but I have the opportunity to make so much more money with my YouTube by doing affiliate advertising, for example. Say, I'm teaching right now, a little course on giving you guys ideas on how to make more money online, how to make some money online. I could easily say, hey, here's a course. Bing, make money while traveling nomad. And every time you buy that course, I might get $1 or $10 or $100. There's a place called ClickBank. If you go to ClickBank, you'll find all kinds of courses, online courses. And if you advertise those courses on your blog, on your Instagram, your Twitter, your Facebook, on here, you get money every time someone buys that product. It doesn't have to be so complicated. Most people that don't know anything about internet marketing, they think I have to become an expert at something. No, this is what you do. You pick something that you're going to start with. Maybe it's editing thumbnails. You say, I'm going to be the best thumbnail editor. You go onto udemy.com or Khan Academy and you get a course on how to make thumbnails. It might take you 4 or 5 hours. You take vigorous notes. I'm very organized. When I take a course, I open up a Word document in Google Docs, and I take notes on everything. So I put that in a folder called Learn. I have learn, work, I have all these folders. And so when I want to go, how did I make those thumbnails again? I go back to that document and it has everything about how to make thumbnails from that course with links to the course. Now that I've learned this course on how to make thumbnails, I go on Upwork.com and I start applying for the thumbnail jobs. Now here's where most guys fuck this up. They say, "Dear sirs or madams, I have 2 years experience making thumbnails. My thumbnails are the best thumbnails. Nobody cares." As a business owner, when I hire somebody, all I want to know is that they're going to do an amazing job helping me get what I want. And so I want the best thumbnails I can get for the money. And I want to know that the person making the thumbnails cares and they want to make me the best thumbnails. So you send a letter like this. "I see you want some amazing thumbnails. You're going to find a lot of really bad thumbnails on this website. A lot of these people don't care. They just want to make some money. Not me. I want to give you the greatest thumbnails in the history of thumbnails. When women see your thumbnails, they're going to take their bras off and jump on your lap. When men see your thumbnails, they're gonna start oiling up your body and feeding you grapes because your thumbnails will be so amazing. Everyone's going to want to be your friend. And I will give you unlimited revisions on these thumbnails. If you don't like these thumbnails, I will redo these thumbnails 900 times. I won't even sleep at night until I know you're happy with these thumbnails." That's going to get you a job over all the other people with even more experience. Most people don't realize this. You don't have to have a perfect portfolio. What you need is a perfect pitch. You know, I'm a copywriter. My job is to sell. I'm also a consultant and a coach, and I'm very good at selling. Right now, see how excited I am? If I threw a big link down here and I said, "This is going to make it so you can travel the whole world and make money," you'd probably click on it. I don't have anything like that. So just leave a like and a thumbs up instead. I should have something. So what I'm trying to tell you guys is instead of thinking you need to be Elon Musk, you don't. You just need to learn a skill and get a job. Right now, Google this. Jobs to make money on the internet. I don't use Google, actually. I use DuckDuckGo. But I heard DuckDuckGo is evil, so I switched to Brave. I'm using Brave browser now. How to make money on the internet. Jobs to make money on the internet. I have a list here of 39 best jobs. You can look up that up. 39 best jobs. Video editor, online researcher, English teacher, tutor, make a course, coaching, product tester, website developer, search engine evaluator, online juror. You can be a juror online. Imagine you might be going to prison and all your jurors are just like laptop screens, like people. That's so Black Mirror. It's scary, right? You could own an Etsy store. You could sell goods and services, right? You could sell your arts and crafts. That's kind of hard to do on the road, but maybe you like knitting sweaters. That's not really a perfect travel job. SEO consulting, look up search engine optimization. If you can learn search engine optimization, go to Udemy, get a course on search engine optimization. You can make $200,000-$300,000 a year. You don't need any bachelor degree. Search engine optimization is when you search on YouTube for best cheap flights to Guatemala, best food in Colombia. That's probably how you found me. You looked up dating in Colombia probably because I have 30-something thousand views on that video. I used SEO when I wrote that. Just like this article, this video is called How to Make Money While Traveling Full-Time. That's search engine optimization. People are going to be searching for that. They're going to find my video. Learn that. You'll make so much money, especially if you can write. But you don't have to know how to write. You can hire other people to write for you. You know, you can be a blogger. You don't even have to create a blog. You pay someone $100. They'll make you a website. You just have to write. Now, here's what I do when I don't know how to do something. I pay other people to teach me. So, for example, I love Upwork, okay? People talk shit about Upwork all the time because they take a percentage of your fee. Same with Freelancer and all these websites. I love it, though. I hire people on it all the time. I just got this job doing all of these things like social media management. I don't know how to do it, but the guy is willing to pay me a lot of money to run his business. So I went on Upwork and I hired other writers. I said, I need a writer to coach me. I got a coach for $65 an hour and another coach for $40 an hour. And whenever I have a lot of questions, I go on there and I pay them, and then they teach me everything I need to know. Like, if you guys want to learn directly how to do something, you could email me, for example, and I'll consult you for $100 an hour at the time of this video. So there's a pitch. You can go to tdnewtonpublishing@gmail.com, send me an email, say, hey, I want some coaching. And I'll teach you, I'll answer all your questions on how to get making your own money so you can travel the world while making money. It's not hard, guys. You don't have to invent an app. You don't have to like create the next crypto community. You don't have to invent an electric car. You just have to learn how to make thumbnails or write a blog post. The bar is so low. To be a social media manager, do you know how many girls I know that sit around in hostels? I'm a social media manager. And they're making $50,000 a year, working 4 hours a day, uploading videos to YouTube. I make a video, I don't want to upload it. I don't want to put like tags and hashtags. Someone does that for me for $10 an hour. Actually, I do it all myself. But I'm saying I could get someone for $10 an hour, but someone who's really good at social media marketing, they can get $150 per hour. Look on Upwork and put in social media manager. You will see people who charge $10 an hour and people who charge $150 an hour who have made $500,000 last year uploading Instagram posts for other people. It's the easiest job, and you can get that course off Upwork. There's way more options other than Upwork and Udemy. These are just the two I prefer. And every time I want to learn something new, I go there and I get a course for $15. Most of the courses are like $100 or $200 right now. But every month, about twice a month, they have a sale. And when it goes on sale, I buy like $100 worth of courses. Right now, I'm studying an Instagram course. I'm studying a copywriting course, a business-to-business copywriting course. I have a course on chakras because I'm into spirituality. Everything that you learn in life, once you start working online, you can turn around and use that to make money, to give value. Like everything I've learned about internet marketing, I'm giving to you guys on my travel channel. The only reason I'm able to travel is because I was a dating coach and I spent years working on my shyness. I approached thousands of women. The only reason I can make money writing is because I started that blog where I wrote articles about dating and pickup and seduction for years and self-improvement, psychology. I read hundreds and hundreds of books about psychology. Because of that, now I'm like a really great writer and I get paid like a significant amount of money to write other people's content. And it's not that hard. You can be a photographer. You can do anything. You can sing online for money. You can play piano for money on the internet. If you look even on Upwork, music, there's people that will pay you a shit ton of money to write them a song. You know, Jim's shoes are the bestest shoes. They won't give you bunions. Like, you can do that. You can make hip hop beats for YouTubers. It's unlimited. And people wonder, they work at jobs they hate. They say, oh, if I only had another option. It's their mindset. They don't believe it's possible. They don't even ask the question. This is what bugs me about so many people is they don't even ask the question. Is there a better possibility? Is there a better life that I could have? Could I do something more? And then they defeat themselves before they even try. I'm the same. I defeat myself all the time. Right now I'm looking into writing short fiction books and selling them on Kindle in a series. Just for fun, maybe. And I defeat myself. I get started and I go, nobody's going to want to buy this shit. But there's people who are selling short books, especially romance books, and making $500,000 a year in their first year. I swear to God. Selling werewolf porn. I know, the deer. That's my, is that my spirit animal? No say. So, you don't need to get lost in all the endless possibilities of things you could do. I want to be a rock star. I want to be a rapper. I want to be a writer. I want to be an entrepreneur. Just pick one thing, learn how to do it, and try to make $100. You just have to try to make $100 on Upwork. You don't get paid until you get $100. That was my first goal on Upwork. It took me 3 tries to get a gig with no reviews. I got $100. Here's how I did it. Actually, I got $400 for my first job off Upwork. There was a company that sold watches. It's called Watch Gang. You might see their ads on Instagram, and they have a whole bunch of watches, and you pay $10 or $100, and they spin a wheel, and you might win a $10,000 watch. So they said, this is what we do. Here's the story behind the company. My grandfather created this company. No, my grandfather had a watch. My grandfather gave me this magic watch. Then he died. And I thought, watches are so cool. I'm going to start a watch company. So I sent him an email and I said, I see you're getting a lot of applications for this job. Guess what? I'm different because I care about your watch company more than these guys. You see, my grandfather gave me a book about copywriting, and he told me I could never share these secrets with anybody. Until today, I've not shown these copywriting secrets with anybody, but I'm going to share them with you because I believe your watch company is the greatest opportunity in the history of opportunities. And the guy hired me. He tested me against 5 other copywriters. He had like 50 people applying for this job. I got the job because my pitch was, here's what I can do for you, and here's showing that I care. I actually read what you advertised. I didn't just say, dear sir, I am a copywriter with 5 years experience. I didn't have any portfolio. I got my first job. I made tons of money off this guy working with him. I'm not working with him anymore because I got a higher paying job. Now I'm moving on to something else. See, that's how it starts. You start with one job. Just try to get $100 if it's doing data entry, if it's doing thumbnails. I'm getting to the point now where I'm thinking about starting a digital marketing agency because why do all the work myself when I can just get a whole bunch of other people to do it for me? But most people start like this. They're like, I'm going to start a digital agency, and they don't know anything, right? Be humble. When I first started coaching, I did it for free because some of my friends were having troubles with girls. I said, hey, I'll help you. And I took them out to the mall, and I made them talk to girls because I had spent 2 years doing that to myself, scaring the hell out of myself, sucking, embarrassing myself. You don't have to be perfect. Look, you have a laptop. Hopefully you have a laptop. You can do it with computer. You can even do it with your phone. Buy one of those little keyboards, but you get a laptop. You go to udemy.com, you look through all the courses, and you pick one course that you think sounds interesting. How to make thumbnails. You pay $15, not more, and you learn it. You take a lot of notes, and you keep that there in a folder, organized. Then you go onto Upwork, you make a profile, and you start applying for those jobs. You don't have to get the job. You just apply for them. Once you get an interview, then your self-esteem is going to come up. Oh, wow, this guy actually liked my photographs that I took with my iPhone. He thinks I'm a photographer. This guy actually likes that jingle I made on my Beats machine. This guy actually liked that sales page I wrote in 5 minutes, that email or whatever. You're going to have a little bit more fire. Oh, I can do this. And when you get your first job and you get your first paycheck for $100, you're going to realize I can turn that $100 into 1,000. I can turn that 1,000 into 100,000. I can travel the world and work completely remotely off my computer like thousands and thousands and hundreds of thousands of people do all over the world. And I meet them every day in hostels, in co-working cafes, from Thailand to Germany, Bulgaria to Guatemala and Colombia. It's not some weird mystical thing. You just learn to do something that people need. YouTubers need a lot of help. Every website needs a lot of help. The highest paid job you can get is programming. If you can learn Python or Ruby, go to school for 6 months. I had a friend, he went to school for 6 months to learn how to make WordPress websites. He got out of school. His first job he got online making $50,000 a year US. His first job. He had no idea what he was doing. But they train you. Most of these people will help you. They know. That's why they're paying you $50,000 and not $150,000, because they don't want to pay for an expert. They want someone new that they can get a better deal on. You don't have to be an expert. You just have to have passion and a willingness to learn and a willingness to do the best you can, to give the person all the value that you can, to make sure they're 100% satisfied. And you tell them that I might not be the highest paid guy in this job, but I will not quit until you're totally happy with the result. And that's why I easily get jobs whenever I need one. And I work freelance. When I'm done my job, I can keep working for them or I can move on. Money. to make online. It's like a gold rush. If you think it's impossible, you're just lazy and you're scared and you doubt yourself and you lack self-esteem. That's okay. Am I making dinero? Thomas Mundo, am I making dinero off what? Off this live stream? No, I'm not making any money. Well, I might make a little bit of ad revenue. It depends on how many people watch this. If 1,000 people watch this video, I get $10 approximately. So if 100,000 watch it, I get $100. I'll probably have 500 people watch this video maximum, but yeah. So anyway, I hope this inspired you. Now's your chance. If you have any questions, ask me now. It's not 100%. It's not a complete course on how to make money online. I'm not teaching you how to like revolutionize the internet. Just learn a skill, get a job. Go to udemy.com and upwork.com. You're going to learn about all the other places you can get jobs after that. But for a new guy who doesn't know anything, those are the two easiest places to go get ideas and learn. Instead of thinking about it, do it. Don't say I can't do it or I don't know what to do or just do it. Like, what's that guy? Do it. Shia LaBeouf knows what's up. And yeah, I make money off writing. I make a significant amount of money off writing. Like I saved $30,000 in the last 6 months while traveling. But I'm not saying that like that's a lot of money, but for me, that's plenty of money to live in Guatemala, to swim in under waterfalls with beautiful mujer, right? To go scuba diving off the coast of Cartagena, to eat pad thai in Thailand. $30,000 a year. I could stop working like with $30,000 in savings. I could travel for 2 years if I was really careful on that money. It's so easy to make this money. I was talking to a guy in Pakistan today who's a copywriter working on Upwork. He's 24 years old. He told me he makes $15,000 a month. And he envied me because his passport sucks and he can't leave Pakistan, right? I have a Canadian passport. I can go anywhere, except I'm not jabbed, so I can't go anywhere, but that's another story. Yo, guys, so I hope I gave you some ideas and you can make money. Just quit telling yourself you can't. Instead of thinking about it, go do it. Go do it. Start a Bitcoin blog. Start Twitch streaming. Do something, but just aim to make $100. And you're going to be off to the races, I swear. Okay. Adios.